Hi, Libras. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Well, let's see what the story is for you today. Let's get right to it, Libras. Right now, you're in an abundant time. You may not realize it, but the universe is saying, go for it. Whatever you're up to and you're working on, go for it. There's some abundance around you, and it can be yours. A lot of you want to move away. You don't like where you live, or you don't like your environment for some reason. This is pretty general. This is a pretty general reading so far. You've got somebody that, kind of envies you, and all they can do is sit by and watch as you grow into this more abundant time, okay? You may know who that is, or maybe that could be a couple people. Oh, you're working your way out of some bad situation. Okay, but you're moving into abundance if you want it. If you recognize it. Oh, you may be dealing with someone who kind of lives a double life. They appear as something in public, and then maybe, their private life is something completely different than what they act like. Getting vibes of someone who sneaks around. Yeah, I think this person would like to come to you, but their pride and ego is holding them back. They'd like to talk to you or say something to you, but I think you just want to stay away from this person. I mean, you might even want to move away because of this person living this double life. You get somebody new. You like somebody else. You're starting to focus on other people, put your focus in other directions, and there's somebody that you like. Of course, that's pretty specific right there. So if you've got somebody you like, they think you're funny and sweet, this new person. So they like your character and you're funny. Your sense of what's the word for that? Anyway, they think you're sweet and have a good sense of humor. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, they somewhere along the line buried their emotions and sealed their heart off. And so they're kind of superficial. They don't like to express themselves in a deep manner or just go there. So you still have ego issues with this person, their pride, their ego. You just can't seem to come together with this person because they have these certain qualities that you just don't like. They feel ignored by you right now, and you make them nervous. Yeah, they get real jittery in your presence. You may even notice it if you've been around them lately. Okay. They're lonely. They don't feel like they have anybody that loves them at all. And from their actions, their pride, their ego, things like that, their character, maybe living a double life, and burying their emotions. So if they're having affairs, in the dark, sneaking around, there's no love there. They just can't connect with anybody on a realistic or real, just just on a real level. They can't connect one-on-one with someone, and they always feel left out or lonely. They might have a lot of people that like them, but once they get to know them, they can't get it together. They just can't find anybody who they feel truly loves them. Okay? You may have been their last love and they never expressed it, or made you feel like they loved you. And now they're regretful because they're lonely. Mm-hmm. You may feel like you really took a loss with this person. You had really high hopes. And now they feel like they've taken a loss. They thought that there would be security and a chance for you guys to grow and make money together. You both felt that mutually. But somewhere this train just ran off the tracks. Yeah. Both of you had really high hopes. You just got a 10 of Pentacles and a 10 of Cups in reverse here, right next to each other. That's a big loss. That's something that you were really, really, really hoping for on both sides. They've never really been happy, this person, not for a long time. They live in kind of a limbo state, looking for happiness, but in all the wrong places, I would imagine. I think this breakup really was crushing for you, Libra, from these cards here. And you don't really see any hope for it. Yeah, you might have thought that this person was a little bit too free and easy. Yeah, and they like to gain attention from people. You're a attention getter. They also like creature comforts and stuff, but might be kind of, untruthful or unethical about how they go about making money or getting money from people or whatever. This person does like to be taken care of. They do like creature comforts, but like I say, they flirt, they like attention, which is okay as long as you're not involved with somebody. You're supposed to be loyal. Okay. You saw through this finally. Your intuition is telling you that right now that you know this person's lonely. No one loves them. You found out some secrets about this person. I think you found out that they live a double life and that they were sneaking around without your knowledge, putting up a front, pretending with you. Okay? That's what I think. Your intuition, you're connected to the universe and your spirituality so deeply that you should listen to your intuition, because most of the time what the universe is trying to tell you is right. Okay, Libra? Okay, yeah, this person kind of was kind of immature. They're showing up as a page here. They do respect you. They do admire you. They really like, sexuality with you. But they just couldn't live up to your standards. And they're the reason this thing fell apart. Not you. It was their immaturity. It was the way they acted. They were attention getter, very prideful, big ego, just. But in real life, that was just them. I mean, just them, just the way they are. I think people have had to learn to grow to accept the way this person is. If they want to be friends with them. I think they're popular, but everybody knows how this person acts and what their character is like. Some people choose to look beyond that because they see other value in this person, other characteristics that some people like. So they overlook the negative qualities about them. They're not really harmful. They're not loyal. And they're destructive. I think they destroy almost every relationship they get into. Yeah. They made a bad choice and went in the wrong direction. This could have been a divinely inspired relationship, but they didn't see it. They couldn't follow through, and they made bad decisions and moved in the wrong direction. They moved towards something that they weren't going to be happy with in the long run, but at the moment they thought it was the thing to do. They thought they'd really found something or somebody here that was going to fulfill their destiny in some way. But it turned out to be a big bummer. Nobody loves them. They feel stuck now. They don't know how they're going to change or get out of this cycle that they've been into for a long time. So it looks like they're still out there doing the same thing, still looking for attention. I think this person might be a little insecure because of the attention that they like to get. But they're stuck. They feel like maybe they're not going to move ahead at all. In fact, they're feeling that maybe their life might just start going backwards or deteriorating. Yeah, they're not in a good place, this person. Oh, and you know what? You're healing. Yeah. I think through this you've learned a lesson, and you're healing. You're balancing your energies. All your energies, your spiritual energy, your emotional energy, your physical energy. Just you're gathering your energies together, and you're getting rebalanced after you've been put through this. It's made you a stronger and better person. And you're learning things. Actually, you've been very patient with this person. Yeah, you just hung in there and hoping all along that they'd change, things would get better, but they couldn't. They just couldn't step up to the mark. And all this stuff that you planned, talked about together, and hopes and dreams, it was just. They just went ahead and blew it. Made some. It was like the grass was greener on the other side of the fence, so they just hopped over there. Thinking they were going to get something better. And they did not, did they? So you put your boundaries up, and I think you'll talk to them, or you have been talking to them. But your intuition is so strong that you're in control. Queen of Swords in the upright. The High Priestess energy over here, your spirituality, just is right on the mark right now. You're very spiritually involved right now. And, that comes and goes. You have some people can really hang in there being spiritual, just live every moment of it. But most people take kind of a roller coaster ride with spirituality. When the universe is against you, it's hard to give thanks. But everything happens for a reason. So you've got to remember, when you feel the universe is against you, it could be actually a bonus of some sort. Something that is going to evolve out of it that's going to be for your own good. So respect the universe and be a loving person. Okay. Now, something is telling this person that they'd better make a move. If they don't do something pretty quick, it's going to come back and bite them in the butt. I think they're being very lackadaisical about this. Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They're just being stubborn, insecure, and they have this ego that they have to keep intact. But they know that if they don't get a move on, they're going to lose out. And they're not being very responsible right now. They may not be paying their bills or taking care of business. Maybe they feel overwhelmed and just kind of given up. But I'll tell you, something's going to come back. If they don't get a move on and take care of business, something's going to get them. And they know that. I think you're standing your ground with this person. There may be some conflicts between you. If you do speak, there may be some conflicts. This person may accuse you of ruining everything, not hanging in there with them, not having any faith in them or anything. But you know what? They're wrong. You hung in there for a long time. You had faith in them, but finally, you wised up. Your intuition looks like was screaming loudly at you here. The whole thing started moving really slow. You just couldn't get them to get on board in time. You wanted this thing to work out and get going, but they were slow at it on purpose because they didn't want to commit. And when the whole thing came down, they went away. They just crept away. And didn't live up to their honor. I mean, they just did not live up to what you wanted them to be. And you battled over it. At one point, you felt like everybody was against you. You felt like you were alone. Standing on your own, having to deal with this, but I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. This person did not follow their heart. They saw a shinier toy, and they went for it, whatever it be. Yeah, they settled out of logic. Instead of using their heart, they were, figuring out how much money does that other person have, how good looking are they, how popular are they, what will they give to me, and then they made a bad decision. And now they're sorry for it. And they never gave you all the affection that you really wanted. You wanted more out of this person. You wanted to feel the love, But they were rather cold when it came to that. Yeah, and, kind of skirt the issue type of person, I think. Yeah, this connection's getting old for you, Libra. You're tired of it. It kind of makes you feel sick just thinking about it sometimes. So you're pretty much done. You like somebody up here, like I said, this is specific. You like somebody. You're getting a feeling for somebody else. Okay. You have blessings coming in for you. Things are getting better. I told you that. You're in a period of abundance, whether you realize it or not. Just reach out, go out there, get a new job, improve your status in some way. Work on your craft, your art, because right now is a very good time for the universe to promote something like that and make it a benefit to you. You have blessings coming in for you, so be appreciative. Ooh. This person wants to reconcile and make up with you after making a bad decision. Like I say though, you're kind of feeling sick about the situation. Mentally, physically, you're pretty worn out about this. Probably been working on your nerves. Yeah, this new person is attractive. So you may feel a little insecure or self-conscious or whatever with this new person, but you like them, and you're hoping that they like you too. Yeah, they think you're funny and sweet. They think you have a great sense of humor. They think you're sweet. Okay, that's positive. That's a step in, one foot in the door. Okay, you were dealing with someone who is a master of manipulation. Now, you can probably feel it, sense it, and know it now when this person is manipulating you. Because it's getting old. It's getting old. You used to believe them, trust them to a certain extent. But it's like, nah, this is old. You know they're a manipulator. You know they have a big ego, and you're sick of it, basically. Okay, now, those of you who may be getting involved with the new person, not all of you has a new person right now, but those of you who do, they were hurt too. You were hurt, and they were hurt. And this new person, they're in the process of moving ahead. They may still have issues that they have to deal with. They could be financial, that kind of stuff, legal things or whatever. But you're both kind of in the same boat. You both have the same understanding, and you can talk with this person about what you went through, and they talk to you about what they're going through, and that kind of makes you feel like you got some sort of a bond going on there with them. Like I say, they're attractive. You might feel like you wonder, well, what does this person see in me? They could probably, have anybody they want. Are they a player? What's the deal with this person? But you like them. You like them. They're very likable. They may have a good sense of humor too, because that's one of the things they like about you. Oh, this past person now, they want to reconcile. They're in love with you, or at least they feel like they're in love with you. But they're not doing anything. They're procrastinating. You might be talking to them or talked to them a little while ago or whatever, but nothing, their ego stood in the way and you weren't really feeling it for them anyway, so. You could be curious about this person, want to know what they're up to, but, or there may come a time when you could pass this person on the street and just talk to them. Hi, how you been doing? Who are you with now? How's it going? Casual conversation like that. You could be even with someone else when you meet them. I don't think this is going to work out as some kind of a hate, revenge, or never want to see the person again, or that kind of thing. I think that this will grow into where you won't even care, or you might still have a little bit of feelings for them. But, you might care about how they're getting along in life now or whatever, because that's just you, caring and curious. Another beautiful day here on the ranch. No, it's not a ranch. Feels like it sometimes. Have a lot of activity here because my band rehearses here and the family comes over. I have some sons. And friends drop by. It's pretty solemn around here in the winter. When the sun comes out, we get active. Wow, this is weird. You know, this new person, you might not trust them right off the bat because they're attractive, they're funny, they're outgoing, and there might be something about their personality that you might think, well, maybe they're this nice to everybody. Maybe they got a lot of boyfriends or girlfriends. You don't trust the relationship yet because, well, basically you're just coming out of a bad situation. Working yourself out of a bad situation, and you're not going to trust any relationship right off the bat. Anything new, you're going to have your guard up. Very much so. You're in your Queen of Swords energy. Turned up in your own reading. Some of you might want to take a risk with this past person. Even though they're a manipulator, you know it. But you may be able to, I don't know. Some of you might take a risk or another risk. You might have risked this person before, but they want another chance. They might even go as far now as to tell you that they're in love with you. Okay? That could be a possibility here. Go look at my meter on my clock, which I can barely see because the lights are in my eyes. Make sure I don't run out of time. Yeah, okay, there you go. This person's been making you sick, mentally, physically, and you're just going to have to leave them in the dust. Oh, yeah. Some of you have taken a risk with this manipulator before, and it's not gone well. You're going to leave them in the dust, and they're receiving karma now. You don't need any part of their karma, do you? No, not really. So you just let them stew in their own making, their own makings. Okay. Now, after this person tells you they love you or how much they care for you, you're going to have to watch out for red flags because this person is not consistent. Remember, they're attention getter. They like to flirt. So you're going to have to keep an eye on this person if you want to give them another chance. If they convince you that they do love you, do have feelings for you, that they can change, just watch out for the red flags. Just watch out for the red flags. They're a risk taker. That became dangerous to this relationship. And I think they knew when they were taking the risk that they were putting your relationship in danger, but they get a thrill out of it. They like a little bit of drama. And they like this double life thing. Well, I don't know how much they like living a double life, but they do it. So they must get some enjoyment out of it. Bit of a thrill seeker here. Just let them miss you. Leave them in the dust. Let them miss you. Let them do their karma. Because they breadcrumbed the hell out of you. They just never gave you what you deserved. You were doing all the giving. Looks like they might have been manipulating and giving all the orders in this, or saying how it's going to be. Whether they were a male or female. Females can be really bossy, really conniving, and breadcrumb you and all that, but just won't give you what you deserve, male or female. Okay, I'm going to go with this. God, I lost track of time. I got a clock in here, but I didn't look at it when I started out, so that doesn't help me at all. And I brought a clock in just so I could be more, on time. But these readings just go on and on, don't they? Okay. This person may come back with a passionate offer, or you'll get a new offer. I don't know yet, but this, because it's, I got to watch the cards that fall around it here. It looks like somebody's coming in with an offer, either this new person or the old person. Yeah, they want to come back. They walked away, and they're still away, but they do have feelings for you. And it's heavily on the sexual side, too. It may go deeper than that. I think it does. I'm feeling that they really do miss you. They like your energy. They want to be around you. You left a void in their life, kind of a thing. And they walked away. They walked away from this love, from this passion that they had for you, or you walked away. But it looks like, there was a separation, and you thought it was a soulmate, but it turned out to be a false soulmate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why you waited. You wanted him to change. That's why you hung in there so long. You figured this was your soulmate. You'd finally found the person that you loved and could live a happy life with. No, just didn't work out. They just couldn't quit breadcrumbing you, just giving you enough to keep you hanging in there while they were focused on a bunch of other stuff at the same time as they were dealing with you. Now, you felt defeated over that, yeah. You felt like you were riding high, and then all of a sudden, you were back on your own. This person proved to do almost anything for money. That's why they were, logically, they think logically. They think, well, this is logic to them anyway. Whoever has the most money, whoever can do the most for them, that's the way they're going to go. Whether they have feelings for you, love you, or whatever, this person's going to go for what they think they can get the most out of. And that's not anybody that you want to be with, Libra. This person is a schemer. He's a King of Pentacles in reverse. You haven't had him for quite a while, but he's back. Male or female, there's no difference, no genders. It's just all energy. So every card can be a male or female in most cases. Okay. They walked away thinking that they were going to invest someplace else and really, do well. They were going to get something out of it. Now they're looking at what they've done and wondering if that was a good investment at all. In fact, according to these other earlier cards, it doesn't look like it was a very good investment because they went to somebody that they didn't really love. Okay? Just for monetary gain or creature comforts or whatever. And now you're being rewarded by the universe. You're coming into a time of abundance. Things are getting better. The Judgment card is in the upright position. You might have done some little bit of karma, but you know what? Your karma is good, and you're being rewarded for it. You're being raised up too in spirituality. A lot of you who are into spirituality, you're being raised up. You're leveling up. I think the universe has stepped in and comforted you during this loss of a soulmate you really thought you had here. And I think the universe is going to reward you monetarily in a way that you will feel good about being compensated, it looks like. Through your art, your work, whatever it is, whatever you do, being elevated. Yeah, you discovered that this person was dealing with somebody else, a third party, and you really felt like you were out in the cold then. You had to figure out, what you were going to do to not feel like you'd been deserted or abandoned. You were in that state for a while. Yeah, you were a little depressed. Felt like you'd lost out, and this person had gone to a third party, which, according to the reading here, they had. So your intuition, like I said, is very good, Libra. They're going to tell you that they don't want to juggle you if they get to speak to you. That they don't want to juggle anymore, change their lifestyle. They had so much going on when you got together, and they liked you and all that. But now they're going to tell you that they love you because you've been gone for a long time, or they've separated for quite a while. And they're going to tell you they've changed. They don't have a lot of people that they juggle anymore, and they wouldn't juggle you, and things to that extent. Yeah, they don't want to fight anymore. They don't want to, bring other people into the same thing. They want a one-on-one with you, Libra, now. They want to be more honest, more open. That's what they're saying now with this offer. But this offer is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, actually, if you look at this card, that wand is a phallic symbol. This is very passionate. So watch for the red flags that they just don't want to come back in and get in your bed, okay? Yeah. Since you've come into so much new realization, you're ready to drop this load. Your spirituality has raised you up and causing you to feel like this load that you've been carrying is getting lighter and lighter. Yeah, when you found out that this person was in a third party and abandoning you, that's when you really started drawing some boundaries. Because here you are again, Queen of Swords. I'm using 2 tarot decks, and the Queen of Swords has come out twice. Yep, you've set your boundaries. You'll talk to them because you're in a position to talk. They're not going to bother you now. They're not going to be able to get to you. You're going to see through the lies. You're going to notice the red flags. You're going to be looking for them anyway. Some of you just might be curious to talk to this person just to see what they have to say. You might want to hear them tell you that they love you or how much they care for you. But they're going to make excuses. They're going to make excuses for sure. And you don't want to trust this person. Like I say, they can change one day to the next, especially when they're in the King of Pentacles in reverse energy. Right. Yeah. That's just a reconfirmation right there. The red flags that you ignore now will come back to bite you in the butt later. So watch for red flags, and when you see one, obey that flag. Don't go, oh well, I just want to do this anyway because you think it's going to be a lot of fun, or just watch the red flags. Don't ignore that. Don't ignore the signs. Somebody hopes they have a future with you someday. Could be the new person or the past person. Got the feeling it's this past person because you don't know the new person that well yet. This past person's pining for you. They're really sorry about and lonely about the situation. Yeah, they were hurt by you. They feel that you had a hand in hurting them as well. Like I say uh, earlier, I got the vibe that they thought you didn't hang out long enough. You didn't wait for them. You didn't put up with their crap, basically. And now they feel that you had a hand in hurting them because they feel bad. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. Yeah, that's what they're thinking, all right. Well, we'll look at this story again next time, Libras. Thanks for stopping by. And until then, peace and love to you.